All right. I think those were the only questions that came through. I'm just going to check the session chat and just see if there's anything else. All right. Any other? Let's see. Oh, and then Katie just asked, is there going to be a recording of the session? The answer is yes, there will be. So if you missed any portion of this, we'll be more than happy to share that recording afterward. All right. Any other questions that come top to mind as you're walking through this? Anything that Robin can help suggest in terms of like when you see certain trends in data, what's in a hypothesis to uncover? Actually, I'll ask that question to myself since we have some shy people. Robin, say you saw, a rather low offer accept rate in a particular department compared to everyone else. In your mind, what are some initial hypotheses that you would want to validate or test?
Yeah, I'd wanna know a little bit more about what's going on in that department. So is the hiring manager being too selective? I think sometimes we come across hiring managers that have this unicorn in mind of an ideal candidate that realistically just doesn't exist. So, it might be worth having a conversation with a hiring manager at that point in time just to really understand if you're aligned on the expectations for the role. And then again, talking to your interview team, just really ensuring that your recruiting team and the hiring team are crisply aligned as to what the expectations of the role are. Talking to the candidate too for the reasons for declines. So if it's not around the role, maybe it's around compensation and you're seeing a trend with that. So bringing that back to your comp and benefits team to understand, has the market shifted aggressively and you need to reevaluate, or how can we better be positioning our benefits to meet the needs of candidates? Um, and then two, understanding if your recruiter is capable of having the right conversations, or if there's maybe some coaching that you as a manager can do with your recruiter in closing candidates and bringing them through the finish line.
All right. Looks like we got our questions squared away. Um, that being said, let me just move on to um, near the end of our portion. So just wanted to say, thank you all for attending our web workshop today, and we appreciate all the questions that have been asked so far. Um, for if there are any other questions that you didn't get to ask today or want more clarity on, would definitely encourage you to reach out to your customer success contact, and they'd be happy to work with you. And then for any additional support or learning, would definitely recommend check out the GEM Resource Center. It includes a collection of white papers like the benchmark reports that we've been talking a lot about, past webinars and customer case studies that we've featured here. Just so that, if there's any more deep dive questions we can answer, we'd love to give you that opportunity. And then finally, we'd also like to make sure that you're aware that we've recently started offering professional services to customers via our strategic services team. Robin is one of those people right here. And so this team will partner with our customers on tailored engagements ranging from customized onboarding and change management, designing sourcing functions, reporting and business optimization, and DEI strategy development. So for example, if you saw the session and realized there's a lot of data to comb through, would love to have like someone's brain to pick on, we could definitely offer that as a service to you. And with that being said, I believe we're going to have a feedback collection section at some point at the end of this session. Um, so when that pops up, we'd love to gather any feedback we have on the session, how we can make it better for next time, or any other kind of in terms of content, what we can do for you. So I believe a poll should show up. Uh, and with that being said, I just want to say thank you again for attending our session. Um,
Hey, Ani, I think we
yes,
did get one last question roll in, and since we have just a smidge of time,
let's
maybe
do it.
I'll ask it.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
so there was a question around how to have a conversation with a hiring manager around rejection reasons. And I think the quick answer to it is I think for those conversations, it's probably better to have a live conversation with the hiring manager, just since they might get sticker shock by, by seeing their offer acceptance rate. And try to gather as much information as you can before going to them. So have conversations with your recruiters, look at the department trends just to see if they're an outlier or not, so that you can really be prepared going into that conversation, and come from a very constructive and positive place. These are my recommendations.
Awesome.
All right. I think that was the last question that we had.
All right, great. Well, again, thank you all for attending, and stay tuned for the next session that's going to be coming up. I think we all get back to the main stage. Take care, everybody.